a little bit challenging, it's stressful, but we have to be strong.
Long-term caregivers across British Columbia are sharing how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting their day-to-day work.
Mobility is less. We have to serve the meals in their room. We have to keep reminding for their hygiene, keep your mask on.
Shobha Kassoon works as a registered care aide at PICS Assisted Living in Surrey. Despite working through an outbreak at the facility that's now officially over, Kassoon says it's important to stay positive.
I know we are stressed. Everybody's getting worried. But when we come at work, so I put everything behind and just keep smiling.
Kassoon says her management and team have been very supportive during COVID-19. But over the holidays, there was a spike in calls to a phone line that supports the province's healthcare workers.
And what was interesting is we saw a spike over the holiday break. So over sort of the December 25th, around that time, we saw an increase in calls coming in and chats coming in. On the Care for Caregivers side, we've had close to 12,500 people access those educational resources and close to about 50,000 visits to the page itself to pull resources down. So we know that there's an audience there and an appetite for it.
Since the beginning of the pandemic, Safe Care BC has offered mental health resources and a peer support phone line called Care to Speak in an effort to address the stress and mental strain the pandemic is having on healthcare workers.
It's so important that we not lose sight of the necessity of those mental health supports once the pandemic is quote unquote over, because it's going to be later that we're going to see the mental health impacts hit continuing care workers.
Dozens of care homes across the province are still currently battling COVID-19 outbreaks. While the outbreak at Abbotsford's Tabor Village is now officially over, workers there know firsthand the mental toll it takes.
I would say it's one of the toughest things anyone's gone through. For the family members, it's been devastating for the impact it's had on those who have lost family members. Our hearts and thoughts, prayers continue to be with them. For the care staff, losing someone's like losing a family member.
Levitt is reminding other care homes how important it is to support caregivers and to talk about grief.
And we've got to make sure we're continuing to provide that support to workers.
And with the distribution of COVID-19 vaccines in British Columbia, hope is on the horizon.
And we're grateful that we're now on the other side of it. And with the vaccine, we're hoping that only makes things better now.
In Burnaby, Miranda Fatour, City News.